It's a new show. Yes, it is.
You've heard all the other wrestling programs. Now it's time to listen to the guys who aren't booty.
And you can't beat that.
It's hashtag WrestlePals.
We just look like we're flailing like a couple. We're just monsters just flailing. Ready to, it's like, hey everybody, hashtag WrestlePals. Sorry, just continuing ridiculous off-air banter. Just continue going. Hey, we look like that. You know this football game where you put the guys on there and you turn the thing on? No, nobody's that old, Nathan.
I remember it. Electronic football?
Yes, but you grew up in the wilds of Canada.
Or New York, whichever.
Like I said, Canada.
Okay.
Hey, hashtag WrestlePals, everybody. Hey, this is hashtag WrestlePal Justin.
That's me.
He likes it when I call him that. That's why I only call him that once a week, and that's to kick off the beginning of the show. And why I only refer to myself once a week is this. I am hashtag WrestlePal Nate. Don't do that to me. Don't do that. No, I'm not going to too sweet you. Stupid.
Too sweet him.
I can't. God? No. It's hashtag WrestlePal Matt.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, Matt.
Or as I call myself, Razor Mateo.
No,
See?
no. Get out of here.
Son of a bitch.
Sorry, hashtag WrestlePal Matt. I took the camera off of you because
What
Justin,
are you guys doing? You
Justin's
guys,
ridiculous and has some things.
You guys doing some like shadow puppets over there? That's
sweet,
a
bro.
dog. It's a dog.
It's a wolf.
Too sweet, me,
Oh,
bro.
it's a wolf.
I don't want
A
to.
wolf pack.
Oh, God, do I have to?
Mhm.
Oh,
How we start
oh
the
that
show.
feels so horrible.
Well, you should see how it looks.
I know. God, I'm sorry, everyone. I feel like I've let you down. I've let everyone down.
Yeah, like more than once.
What are you doing? Feeling good about yourself, Justin?
Yeah.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't. So apparently, wrestling? I don't know.
Well, it's the last show of 2016.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shitty year 2016's been.
I know. Everyone died. Remember?
Yeah.
Alan,
I'm not going down this. I'm not going down this hole.
one of the greatest intercontinental champions of all time, Alan Thicke.
What belts did he hold?
There was the brown one, and also it was reversible. The other side was black. He could wear it with anything.
Okay.
Oh.
It was great. You know what? Oh, no.
Okay.
I've got something positive I can start with here.
Okay.
Birthdays. You know whose birthday is Christmas Day?
Happy birthday to you.
You don't have to. December 25th. The birthday
Jesus.
of the... And also... Rusev.
Oh. Machka.
That's the greatest gift he's ever gotten.
I gotta tell you, I'm watching a lot of Total Divas now, and Rusev is on it a lot.
Are you serious?
Sweetest guy.
He
Seems like the sweetest guy.
Crush.
Just I really like him.
Machka.
Machka. Love
Does
his
he,
mom.
How much pudria?
No,
No pudria?
none.
Just Machka.
please tell me he just drops all sort of accent and he's just like, hey man, what's up?
Nah, that accent is real.
His like real name is like Maroslav something or other.
Yeah, that accent is.
It might just be Maroslav.
That is.
Duh.
I do find it crazy that that Lana does not drop any does not put on any accent at any time. She's
She's done it
not in
enough.
character. But it's weird that they're using the Lana name. I wonder if
Yeah.
that's something that they're getting away from. Because when Total Divas first started, everybody was using their like real names for the most
Right.
part. Like Trinity instead of
Cameron?
no.
No, Trin is Naomi.
See?
No.
That's why right there.
I couldn't. John Cena. I couldn't come up with John Cena. Trinity, or as you know, John Cena.
Oh,
That was the joke I was going for. Totally blew it.
I didn't see him.
Totally blew it.
the Holy Trinity.
Spaced. I couldn't see
Hustle,
it.
loyalty, respect.
Oh,
there you go.
good lord.
Yeah, but for some reason they're calling her Lana, which isn't her real name. But she's not.
I bet you
doing-
I know why. Because if you look up CJ, you get pictures of her boobs.
Oh, you think they're trying to
Probably
stay away from
curb that. Yeah.
That makes sense.
Well, they were teasing that storyline there for a little while when they were doing when she was with messing with the Ziggler thingy. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna switch her to be the all American
Yeah.
whatever
I thought for a second that she was going to drop the...
CJ something or other Perkins."
Am I
Yeah.
stupid? I thought that Maurice was French.
But she's like French Canadian.
Yeah, I think she's...
Canadian. And the Canadian is way different than French.
Yeah.
We?
She's on it now too.
Wait, what?
Total Divas fantastic show. Catch it Wednesday nights on E.
Do you have a 2016 recap?
Oh, okay, yeah. So,
This is the best thing that's ever happened. I'm
Well,
so glad WrestlePod Matt's here. I almost want to
because
give
I'm a
you
big fan of
camera.
wrestling. I'm a big fan of wrestling, and I'm a big fan of women wrestling.
Yeah, they've had a huge year this year.
They had a huge year. First of all, Paige has worried everybody because
She's been suspended the last
Twice.
couple months.
I don't know anything about that, but she started dating one of the WWE men's superstar, Alberto Del Rio.
Okay.
And everyone's worried about her because she's kind of gone down a weird path.
seems
She was blowing off shows.
I remember that.
I think Matt's been in a coma.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
But a lot of new people have joined wrestling this year.
Yeah.
Lana,
A lot of people.
and
She's
she's
kind of
on the
been
wrestling
Been
now.
around a little bit.
she
that
hasn't
that sounds
wrestled
like
that much
that
either.
Sounds like the terrible besmirchment. She's existed.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. She's been.
There's other Maurice. Maurice has now joined wrestling, and she's on the wrestler with her husband Mike. Is on wrestling
Hey, wait,
too.
is she
The
that?
Miz.
She's that magician assistant, right?
Yeah. She comes out with the Miz.
It was cool because she Mike didn't want to get a gun, but then she ended up getting a gun because somebody was snaking around her house.
Is she
She's
awesome?
got a gun now because Mike is shooting the Marine, one of the Marine sequels. I think the Marine 4 with Trinity.
Is she a Marine?
That's
Or wait, is John Cena a Marine?
what? No, John Cena hasn't been a Marine since the first one.
Oh.
John Cena is mainstream now. He's not a.
Oh, that's
he's
right.
not on wrestling very much.
That's right. He's got the wall coming, right?
He's not on wrestling. He was on. Wrestling had there was a spinoff called Total Bellas, and he was on that.
Yeah,
a
no,
lot
that's-
with
That's.
that thing succeeding?
Brie Bella. and-
Bella's not a wrestling show.
So they totally
Twins.
removed them from Divas?
No, they're still in Divas, Total Divas too.
Oh.
They're still in Total Divas. Brie Bella and her husband
Daniel Bryan.
Brian Danielson.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Of course.
It's Brian.
I don't know if he's a hipster or an
On
asshole. Maybe a possibility of both.
He's been having a lot of problems
Possibly,
because
yeah.
I don't know if you know, but he used to, I guess, be a wrestler.
but
But now he can't wrestle so much, so it's bumming him out. He's going through a lot of depression. I really love wrestling, guys. It's been a good 2016.
Clear.
What's your favorite match?
Yeah, your favorite match.
Favorite match of the year?
There's one of the. They kind of confronted Paige because she was blowing off some of the matches
Oh, matches. Okay.
to be with Alberto Del Rio, her lover.
Are we calling him matches?
Yeah. Well, no, the match was well, there's also a new wrestler on women's wrestling this year, Wednesday nights at E. Renee
Renee Young, the
Renee Young. She's
she's
on
the
wrestling
announcer,
now.
right?
No, she's not announcing anything. She's living her life with her boyfriend Dean in Las Vegas. They have a lovely home that was featured when the Bella twins showed up for the weekend at their home, and they were hanging out by the pool and stuff. So
This
doing
sounds.
some wrestling.
Doesn't sound like wrestling at all.
Yeah, it's Total Wrestling, Total Divas, Total Divas Wrestling.
Yeah.
Were they in like skimpy, almost like bathing suit type clothing?
Yeah, it was good. It's good wrestling.
No, I mean the men.
Yeah, it was also good.
Try not to laugh.
It's fun.
Okay, so
You guys don't watch the wrestling?
Were there
on
any ropes involved?
Wednesday night on E?
no.
Oh, sometimes. Sometimes.
Wait.
Just briefly.
Is that
Sometimes they show their job when they go into the rings and the big arenas and stuff, but mostly it's backstage where the stuff I'm interested in. Because
The
for
reality
years it's all
happens.
been like all that violence and I like seeing the behind the scenes of the personal lives and their loves.
Oh, well, okay. 2016 also happened.
Natalia's sister was doing bad this week.
she has a sister?
Yeah, she has a sister and she wasn't doing it very good.
What's her
She
sister's
felt kind of
name?
worthless. I don't remember.
By sister, do you mean it's TJ?
No.
Are you just getting confused again?
It's not TJ.
How's TJ doing?
TJ's not on the show.
Oh,
Oh my God!
Yeah,
that's how injured he
he
got.
hasn't been on the. He
just
hasn't
getting-
been on the season at all.
Wow.
Fell over a
Hey,
camera.
a lot of Natalia. No TJ.
Whoa.
Oh,
I don't know if he's around or he just probably doesn't want to be on the show anymore.
Injured?
Yeah, he got injured on the show.
Right in the ego. Oh no.
Yeah, a lot of her dad, and her mom.
The Anvil?
Yeah, he's on it a lot.
Really?
He was showing.
How sober?
He was showing Lana how to do shot put,
Oh.
and she put a shot put right through Natalia's car, right through the window.
Great.
Oh God.
I love wrestling. Wednesday nights on E.
Oh, God.
Is that E or is
Total
that
Diva Wrestling
E?
on E. Yeah.
Okay.
E.
It's got the
The
exclamation
exclamation
point. You got to respect it.
Yeah. You can also watch it on Hulu anytime.
Right.
Starting the day after.
Well, I mean, I was,
And you can catch all previous seasons.
yeah, I was thinking more along the lines
And
of,
Total Bellas.
yeah, but
That's where the Bellas had Brie Bella and Bryan Danielson had to move in with John Cena, and
Had to.
because her sister
'Cause
Nikki
ratings.
Bella or her neck
great.
just got skimpier.
20,
What?
Barely wears anything there.
Really?
Yeah,
Weird.
yeah. Total Wrestling is great.
So 2016 also happened to be the year that Matt and I went to a pay-per-view.
Oh, that's right. Matt and Justin presents Backlash. We're all over the network. We're searchable, bro.
We're searchable, Nathan. You would be searchable too if you would have gone.
Was he calling me bro? Because that would really piss me off.
That's
I hope it was just the ambiguous, hey, bro. Like
Calm down, bro.
Okay.
I'm sorry, bro-in-law.
I like a good hyphen. Give me two.
Got a little more confidence after the last show.
See? Embrace the hate.
That's what John Cena did.
I just don't care anymore.
That wasn't this year.
No, it wasn't. But it was a good year for live wrestling because,
For Matt and Justin,
yeah, specifically because
we were all there.
we went to the Backlash, and then just a couple weeks after that, we went to see WWE NXT live.
One of
as well.
those went way better than the other one. Yeah, because I surprised you because you thought that we had seats in one spot,
Which we
perfectly
thought-
fine seats.
yeah, perfectly fine seats. Yeah.
But I surprised you. Literally the day before, I got floor seats,
Yeah.
like 6 rows back
and we were
on the right by the ramp.
We
right
could've-
by the ramp.
If we wanted to be assholes to kids, we could have touched the wrestlers.
We could have knocked those kids out of the way. And
Oh,
touched the
okay.
wrestlers.
Yeah.
It's like I didn't get the
They
correlation.
were so
Because
close.
I've never been.
so close.
You could have been.
Our hair almost got singed when Kane was
Yeah.
announced.
That's
When
true
his
too.
Fire went off.
Yep.
Yep. We saw an RKO.
We saw an RKO
live.
person.
We
Are you
saw Mojo's ball bag.
What?
Yes, we did see
He
his
got
ball
down
back.
his little stupid football thing, and there's his ball bag, just hanging low.
Gonna see a lot of that in 2017.
That dude is all bag.
It's the 4-point stance.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will be seeing a lot of that next year with Ryder being injured. Gonna see a lot of Mojo's balls.
What did you see? What stood out most for you on that pay-per-view? Was it
Yeah.
seeing me and Justin
That
immediately,
one shirt that Matt's mom hates that he wears all the time.
all the time? It's all over the network.
It's a great shirt. It's legendary now.
The best part was looking on Facebook and seeing all the pics that people have posted from their like really high up seats,
Yeah.
because every single one of them pre-show was just me and Justin right down there. You could see us in every one of their pictures, taking the little pictures of the ring. There's Matt and Justin.
Oh man,
That was fun.
We saw Becky Lynch win the women's championship.
Yeah, That was just a great pay-per-view.
Yeah.
The only thing that could have made that pay-per-view better if John Cena
Yeah.
had showed up at the building.
That would have been great, even if it was just the talk.
But even without it,
It was
fantastic.
well-paced.
That was my first live event. That wasn't a house show.
I was about to say the house show. You got John Cena at that house show.
That was amazing.
Man looked like he was just made of
He was chiseled.
Yeah.
but like out of a nice oak
Uh-huh.
Oh. Oh.
mahogany.
Yeah.
Rich.
I've never heard any.
He's
I've
very
never heard a
rich.
place get as loud as that place got when I couldn't even hear his music.
No, it was that was a massive reaction.
Sounds terrible. You couldn't hear anything. You couldn't see him.
We saw that
awful.
big,
awful,
that big,
terrible show.
What was it? The 6-woman woman tag elimination.
Yeah.
6 amazing entrances,
Feet from us.
each more beautiful than the last.
Yes.
They
And-
were amazing.
Yes.
People that you think like, oh, I guess Nikki Bella's hot,
Yeah.
and then you see her in person, you're like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
wow.
I think Alexa Bliss was the one that really shocked me
And you're like,
because
wow,
these
people aren't real.
she'd been moving up my list, as it
Yeah.
were. And then you see her in person, it's like, oh my God, that's a good looking woman. I mean,
It's
she's
like she's
tiny
not even
too,
real.
but yeah, exactly.
It's like they're not even real. They're so beautiful.
So we had the pay-per-view experience, and then we got to see NXT, which was cool because Shinsuke, again, feet from us. Like,
I don't remember that one because I
Yeah.
was so incensed by the time
A
the
rage
match.
again. A rage that you
happened.
should have embraced.
Oh, I feel like I did.
I feel like I should have joined in. I feel like we should have given that guy 4.
I've never been more angry.
I don't think I've ever given anybody what for.
I did not get to enjoy the Nakamura fight
Well,
or really anything on the card,
past whatever, like the second or third
Yeah.
match.
which is really upset me.
Oh, poor Cedric.
But he's gonna lose.
He's gonna lose.
And, like, it's kind of a trade-off. Like, the experience led to, like, we could have just gone to an experience like that and enjoyed the wrestling and had a great time.
Yeah.
But the fact that I didn't have a good time led to Cedric, you're gonna lose. You're gonna lose, Cedric. You're gonna lose.
You're gonna lose.
Like, it led to things that we'll use forever.
Yeah.
So
Well, that's unfortunate.
it's kind of a, Cedric's gonna lose.
That's what I heard. He's gonna lose. So I mean, these are like tangible. These are things that we did personally in here for wrestling. But 2016 was a huge year, specifically in WWE.
Yeah, because if you look back, we've got coming up around the corner. We've got Wrestle Kingdom. Wrestle Kingdom always ends up kicking off the year, which is amazing because it's
I'd like to watch Wrestle Kingdom this year.
it's a show. I hope you've got 7 hours.
Is my favorite gonna be in there?
Who's your favorite?
Yes, he's in the main.
Nice. Kenny Omega.
Yes, the coronation. I got a feeling this is.
This is his year.
Oh yeah. Looking at pictures of him for the promo pictures for that match.
Yeah.
It's like I think I gotta crop him out to pop him on screen.
So what does that
Crazy
mean?
face just pointing a fake gun. Ah!
So this being his year means he gets his big year in New Japan, and then maybe he's over.
2 years.
Well, yeah, that's the thing we have to consider.
Maybe he's over in WWE for a little while.
I think he's got he's got a contract. I think he's got a 2-year
We're
contract.
talking about Kenny Omega, by the way,
Yeah.
folks.
Sorry,
I thought I said it.
No,
I
this
didn't
is
say
said
Kenny Omega.
Nope.
because you got Wrestle Kingdom right around the corner, and because that ends up being the kickoff for each year.
Mm-hmm.
The one of the main events of Wrestle Kingdom last year, AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah.
In an amazing match, and now here it is a year later. Oh yeah, AJ Styles is. I'm sorry, I think he's the best thing on any card right now.
That's true.
Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah.
And,
I saw him. I saw him deliver an elbow from the moon.
We saw him in person win the WWE Championship.
Yeah. You bastards.
In person.
Is the most
You
pivotal.
know how he's
may
got
have
the
been the most
championship
pivotal.
right now?
Yeah.
We saw him win the championship, then went to Wawa and saw Dean Ambrose
Limping around.
limping around.
Selling, man.
Hating our... Yeah, not selling the egg bit.
Not selling it. He wasn't into it.
He didn't like the egg bit, Nathan.
Nope. He just wanted to get his
Roy wax mustache.
wanted to get his 6-pack,
Some
some
cigs.
cigs,
Makes
hit
sense.
the road.
It's got-
Hard.
It's
and
cardio.
fast.
Hard and fast. That man is his character.
Yeah.
Living it.
2 years ago,
He turns it down to 11 for the show.
Yeah.
2 years ago, Wrestle Kingdom 9 was America's introduction to Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh, yeah,
That's when I fell in love with the guy.
crazy. I at first when he first debuted in NXT, I wasn't totally sold on the music
Right.
because his New Japan entrance music was just
Oh, yeah.
amazing. So it was hard to make that transition, but now I'm sold on it. Now it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
But still, it was like a.
I've never heard the New Japan music.
Hold on. I'm gonna
Because I got to New Japan in the weirdest way. Because I got to New Japan through Kenny Omega because I liked Kenny Omega. I was watching Kenny Omega play Street Fighter.
You should see some of the stuff he's done. Like
You see a Street Fighter.
Like he won the G1 tournament this year. He's the first foreigner to win it.
I've gone back and watched a lot of his trash talk, a lot of his news conferences.
It's amazing.
I really love that guy.
Because a lot of people thought the Bullet Club was going to flounder. You know, you got Prince Devitt left, became Finn Balor. AJ Styles left. So who's going to run this thing? Is it going to just run itself into the ground, run its course? No, Kenny Omega's going to come in there. Him and the Young Bucks are going to be just the most ridiculous goddamn thing in the world.
Comes out with a mop.
He's the cleaner.
It's ridiculous.
He comes out with a mop and like assaults women in the front row with it.
Shouldn't work.
He just jams it in the crotch and wiggles it around. And then they're like, "Oh, he's the bad guy. That's it. And
They respect a good bad guy over there.
oh yeah, and he's
They seem like great wrestling fans.
And
Yes. It's not like here.
I wish that we could get wrestling fans like that again.
Maybe.
well, that's us, but we get like overshadowed by.
You're gonna lose, Cedric.
Hey, Green Pants. Hey, Green Pants. You can't wrestle. Green Pants.
Really?
Meanwhile, she's putting on a great match with Asuka
Can we vow to?
while that's happening.
Was that Peyton Royce?
Yeah. She's becoming my girl, man.
She's good.
She's good.
Don't do a "you
does-
who are you" chant when the fucking
You know her
The
name's on a
Triton-
goddamn.
the Titantron is right there with their name on it. Dummies.
Green Pants.
Who are you? The fucking name is still up there, dummy.
Oh, dear
Just
God.
read it.
Doesn't
He
hurt that
can't.
she's hot. She got that butt too.
Got a
Jesus.
butt.
That helps a lot.
She got a butt.
Plus, she's good.
She good. She got a butt.
All right.
How about a little of this? I don't know if we can get hit for this. Can we?
It depends.
Japan.
Here, I'm gonna pull it back. Oh God.
You can't right there.
No, I can't.
Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah.
I like the violins though.
Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, totally.
This feels like a damn Mega Man level, which is
So you want him to be a Mega Man boss? What weapon would you use to beat him?
there's a bunch.
It's unbeatable.
Remember seeing that, hearing this theme, and seeing him come in and going, "Holy shit!
Hey,
this
this
guy
is something different.
yeah, this guy's amazing." And then the match he just freaking delivered. Oh, you can eat a dick, visitor.
But then I mean,
Eat a dick.
if we talk about what's happened else in the year, you've had the Nakamura debut with
Yep.
that damn Sami Zayn match. Sami
Don't forget
Zayn.
the best of debut of the year. I think
Which one?
one of my favorite tag teams. Oh, that's nice. One of my favorite tag teams, Matt and Justin.
Yes,
Presenting,
searchable.
presenting
Searchable on the
Black
network.
Backlash.
You've also had the Royal Rumble debut because we have Royal Rumble coming up. This is the next big WWE event. The AJ Styles
AJ
debut.
Oh my God.
How great was that? I didn't even really know AJ Styles, but
You felt the electricity,
you
though,
still
didn't you?
feel it. Yeah.
That was huge.
Everywhere.
So I'm wondering, this year are they going to try to match that, because now you have the big four have the NXT events before them.
Uh-huh.
So this year you have Nakamura versus Rude on Saturday.
We also had Rude's appearance this year.
Yeah. Does Nakamura drop the title to Rude, and then the very next night appear at the Royal Rumble?
And you also got to ask, where's Joe going?
Where's Joe?
Pull him right into the main roster, have him keep feuding?
Well,
Don't know.
now there's no title between them either, but they still have
Grudge.
that hatred. Yeah.
Eliminate each other. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Beat it.
Can you imagine that crowd, though? If Nakamura's in there, he cleans house a little bit, throws a couple people out, and then Joe comes out, and then they eliminate each other.
It's so weird. Somebody posted something about house show things, watching some of the NXT talent getting big Titantron entrances. And they posted a shot of Sanity getting a full stage entrance.
Right.
Holy crap. That's just ridiculous looking.
Yeah.
Eric Young in the middle of the ring just stoic while the other three are just running wild with a goddamn spotlight chasing them around the ring and the music. Now, when I say that, I think the first time we see Joe's entrance, it's gonna be the AJ Styles electric entrance, man.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum.
No, just and just the way they put their face up on the screen and just shakes like
Yeah.
It makes me very happy.
And then we're going to get...
Oh, I hope somebody was not just fired, but I hope their family was punished.
Oh,
Not murdered. I didn't say murdered. I just, like,
Just one of them murdered, like a daughter.
it's like we're going to slap your kid and we're going to push your wife down. And this is what you did. This is what you did.
I think you went too easy on them now.
I feel bad. I'm assuming that it was a man. We push her husband down.
oh.
Oh. Oh, dear God.
Let's see, what else did we... Because, you had Styles right there.
You also had Gallows and Anderson premiere this year.
Yeah, not
This
too...
is a very different place than it was a year ago. Not just
Yeah.
from brand split. Jesus, we had a brand split this
Oh,
year.
yeah, and
Yeah.
a brand split.
People think that brand split's already going to be over next year. And I'm like, you're insane. There's no way. There is no way.
How are the network numbers doing?
Couldn't
the,
tell you. Let me see if I can find
Yeah,
it.
I wonder
They're-
how successful it's
they're
been
a
as
lot-
far as the pay-per-views.
They're a lot more secretive, and it's changed the pay structure for everybody, too. There aren't those big pay-per-view payouts like there used to be. But it's more it's weird. It's such a bold move to say, yeah, we're going to change the entire business model that this billion-dollar corporation has been built on.
But it's also a business that was built on changing the model,
Yeah.
so
And it's done it again. Especially when you look at like this, the UK Championship, almost like they're building a not necessarily a farm system, but encouraging strength in other territories, giving legitimacy to territories that they'll be able to have talent flow in and out of. And there was an interview, a few statements by Triple H today, talking about the future of developmental, and he almost kind of didn't scoff at the idea of developmental, but he's seems to be envisioning, and his vision is something we're really going to have to pay attention to, envisioning a world where talent can flow back and forth from Raw to SmackDown to NXT to UK to 205 Live to wherever.
spread it around the brands.
Yeah, and it's not going to be a totally exclusive thing. You're going to have like your home, but you're going to be able to travel.
It definitely feels like they want to build brand loyalists in a way that aren't necessarily loyal to WWE as a brand, and I think that's a really cool thing because they've created their own competition.
Yeah.
Which and I wonder if that comes out. I wonder if that was all purposeful because nobody was able to step up and become a competitor. Like, I think that, there's like that whole like, oh, well, they just buy out their competition. Yeah, but the competition always flounders to the point where they have to buy them out, WCW wouldn't have been bought out if they had still been a successful competitor.
Yeah.
Say,
there was
TNA
no
was
reason.
never a competitor.
No, not once.
It's just limps around out there.
Yeah.
So they don't have any competition. And after 10 years of not having a single competitor bring a product that's as good and as polished and as compelling as what they put out there, they just said, screw it, we're going to have to create our own competition. And by doing that, because just me looking at that as somebody who kind of understands a little bit about business and promotions and stuff like that, it really does look like the whole Raw versus SmackDown is very tangible and seems very real,
Yeah.
And then to spread it out among the 205 Live, and then to the UK thing that they're doing now, it all seems like an NXT, and then to all make those viable business models, contained, within this larger umbrella. It just seems like they created their own competition because everybody else lacked the vision and the ability to create a project. Because, what's the closest competitor? It seems like it's New Japan at this point.
Yeah, and the reason it is so is the reason that I've said all along TNA can't compete is because they aren't competing; they're doing their own thing.
Yeah, and
They're being different.
They're embracing that, and with this deal with the Fight Network, they've got solvency for another 2 years. They've made it through this period where they should have collapsed. They're going to exist for another 2 years. Justin, you can stop watching them now. You're allowed to.
I didn't watch this week, so I probably will next week.
There's still time. Don't.
I can't find anything enjoyable there. And the reason I can't find anything enjoyable there is because the WWE does it on such a better polished level with all of the talent.
That's why, like last week, we talked about total nonstop deletion.
Yeah.
Now, again, I have to reiterate this. I don't want total nonstop deletion every week because it was chaos. It was madness. But it was different. It was outside of the box. Yeah. And that's what they need to be.
What they need to be.
Yeah, out in the yard. It was crazy.
They need to be an alternative because they cannot compete with them on the same level.
Not even close. Because they have these small houses, which, again, is fine. That's smart. That's who you can get in the building to be excited about your product. Then, yeah, that's what you want to do.
Sure.
But if you're trying to do it as like this big WWE thing, that ain't going to happen.
Right.
Because you're not. You're TNA.
You're just going to make yourself look small by trying to imitate.
Yeah.
And it's not succeeding. So innovate. Yeah, that sounded like a thing.
You're going to lose, Cody.
Yeah, he's probably he hasn't been back in a long time.
Hey, there's another. Well, I guess that's a 2017 debut, but you got Cody Rhodes
Coming up on Wrestle Kingdom, right?
It's going to be at Wrestle Kingdom in the space of a year.
Interesting.
WrestleMania, Bound for Glory, Final Battle, and then Wrestle Kingdom, WrestleMania, and then to Wrestle Kingdom, and making the full round of the world.
Good for him.
So, like you said, you got New Japan stepping up, becoming almost like a more global competition.
Yeah.
And New Japan and ROH, and we covered this stuff. The working relationship that's building there, a confederation of territories. Meanwhile, the WWE's like, yeah, we could do that better.
Yeah.
And this is the quickest we've seen them move on something.
Yeah, it is. I don't even remember reading any rumors about the UK thing at all. It just, blam. Yeah, we're doing this.
Hey, 16 of the best talent you got. Let's do this. The fancy talking white dude title. Let's go.
Is that more Triple H taking over?
I think
so.
Yeah.
Is a lot of this
I think the network
the effect of Triple H taking over?
I think with the network, Vince sees that he can let people specifically Triple H, take chances because he has it. It's kind of like the station.
I also feel like a man like Vince knows that Triple H took over NXT, and he did an amazing job with NXT.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
And you can probably guess that if he goes out and he builds something like a 205 Live or
which built off the Cruiserweight Classic, which did well.
Everybody loved.
Yeah.
I think if you're Vince, you're like, well, I'm in my 70s now. This is definitely the guy that's taking over.
Yeah.
Let's let him go a little further. I'll still maintain control over in WWE and
he still got final say on Raw and SmackDown.
My big guys in there.
Jesus.
Heyo.
Strowman. Yeah.
You're going to throw him around, Strowman.
Oh, but you know what? Good Lord. Did you watch last week's Raw?
What a beautiful monster build.
He's looking good, man.
He's looked good. Now let's do something with him. Unless you're watching Hulu, in which case he hasn't had a match since WrestleMania.
I don't know. Did you watch last week's Raw?
I did, but it wasn't.
Oh.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
No,
This should have been on there.
He would have been on Hulu this week.
Yeah. He took out Rollins and Reigns.
Just
Strowman.
I'm going to go hurt
Destroyed them.
people.
I did watch it. I might
I'm
have
on
just watched
a
SmackDown.
F your Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Foley looking scared. No, scared.
It was great.
Forget who described it as looked like Foley had like a nice jacket and shirt, but just shit his pants.
Well, I wish they hadn't
found some jogging pants back in. Oh God, damn it!
I wish they
lost and found looking for clothes that don't smell like shit.
I wish they hadn't kind of botched the ending at Roadblock.
Yeah,
because he was. I think that was the perfect kind of way to showcase his match and still let Sami Zayn not look,
Both of them coming out
destroyed.
strong.
Yeah, exactly.
Figuring a way for everybody to be booked positively.
He definitely did. Like, I'm not wrong there. He definitely missed like a. They were building something a little bigger there, weren't they?
Yeah. That's okay.
Sometimes you're working with the cock. Sometimes you go a little over.
Yeah. What are you going to do?
Yeah.
Speaking of, we're right here at the top of the hour.
Part of that was my fault. Started late.
It's okay.
We're going to go ahead and play this tune, and then we will be back for hour 2 of Hashtag WrestlePals, only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFradio.com. We'll see ya.
After all, it's days like this that always brought out the best in you. Good night, my sweet, eclectic angel. I could spend the rest of my life laying here in silence, staring at the ceiling fan. And I'm so proud of your opinions. They needed the truth from you. Good night, my neat, eclectic angel. I could spend the rest of my life laying here in silence, staring at the television. Lucky you, you found a place inside the world with an open heart that accepts you for yourself. Poor old me, stuck here thinking about a girl who fell out of love and has had enough. I could spend the rest of my life laying here in silence, staring at your photograph. After all, it's days like this that always brought out the worst in you. Goodbye, my neat, eclectic angel. I could spend the rest of my life laying here in silence, staring at the ceiling fan. Lucky you, you found a place inside the world with an open heart that accepts you for yourself. Poor old me, stuck here thinking about a girl who fell out of love and has had enough.
Hey, it's Justin from Deprogram. Do you like to talk about your favorite bands with your friends? Yeah, well, me too. Tune in every Tuesday night at 10 p.m. to hear us do just that. Only on our station, Radio Free Radio, Radio F Radio,
Hey y'all, this is Ronnie Dale Martin Jr. and I gotta tell you, man, this Radio Free Radio thing is quite awesome. And since I spent all my money on steering wheel covers and Marlboros, I need you guys to donate $1 over at Patreon. That site is patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. If you ain't heard about it, you need to get on over there and give your $1. On RadioFRadio.com.
Hey guys, Matt and Justin here. Do you like things that are funny? Do you like music? Do you like talk? Well, we've got it all on Good Morning You Drunks.
How do you feel about double middle fingers?
I don't like them, but I will accept them.
Oh, Monday nights, 8 p.m. Good Morning You Drunks, only on our station, Radio Free Radio, RadioFRadio.com.
We promise we're not going to give you double middle fingers.
RadioFRadio.com.
Wait is over.
Think this is over? Or we just getting started, baby? Because I'm staying hyped!
It's time for hashtag WrestlePals Hour 2.
Drink it in, man.
Look, I was gonna leave the hood up. You're doing
What are
the
you,
full
Dark?
thing.
What are you, Dark Kermit?
No,
No?
no, that's just regular me.
Oh.
Also me. I don't know how that stupid thing works. I'm old. Old people don't know how memes work.
Hey, it's hashtag WrestlePals, Hour 2. And next week, if you care to listen live, we're going to be on from noon to 2 Tuesday.
Oh yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Starting next week in the new year. What a way to bring the new year in.
Wait, does that
A
mean
brand new
tomorrow?
time.
Oh no.
No, Nathan.
Okay, good.
Follow what I'm saying.
Oh man, I'm so scared.
Next week.
Next week.
It's going to be better for us because at this point in the night, we're almost both always pretty loopy.
I might start wrestling you.
Tonight?
Yes.
Oh, please don't.
Whoa.
Oh.
Whoa. Those will get further and further out of control as the night goes on. As soon as they start becoming believable, watch your ass and get a steel chair.
Okay.
I'll bleed. I don't care.
Well, we are in the ring here. You see us?
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. I forgot I'm stupid.
So check that out. And also, if you dig the station, you dig the platform, then please check out RadioFRadio.com/shop where you can buy the shirt.
Justin.
Buy the shirt.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Congratulations, brother.
Yeah. Okay. You know what? You dig yourself in a hole with your silly sound clip. That one.
What?
And then, I'm not mentally prepared to help and play with your whats.
What?
Your whats. I'm not going to play with them.
What?
Go. Press your little button.
What?
It's a little slow.
Yeah, it
The
is.
machine gets cold. It gets tired.
Yeah, it's like
I understand. Me too. Me too, silly machine.
What? Buy the shirt.
Is it really that bad? It's the old NWO shirt.
Buy the shirt.
Who's saying that?
it's Nash.
Is it?
Buy the shirt.
Give it to me again.
Buy the shirt.
Oh, he doesn't say RadioFRadio.com/shop though.
No. What's he doing? What a jerk.
Buy the shirt.
Sounds like an elderly parrot.
Buy the shirt.
My heart, my heart.
Buy the shirt.
Now I have to go back and watch. I just love the little twang.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I'm with you, New Day.
Buy the shirt.
God damn it, it's terrible.
Buy the shirt.
You know what? You've wanted that drop for like a month and a half,
It's not that one. But
and you're gonna make it up now. What?
it's not. This isn't the one I want.
Buy the shirt.
It's one though.
It's one of the ones I
You're
want.
making up for lost time.
Yes.
Right now.
Buy the shirt.
There you go. I feel compelled. Like I want to buy the shirt now.
Good. They're only $20. It'll.
Well, that's gonna. Never mind.
All right, so I feel like we got through a good portion of 2016, but 2016 was a major year.
It it was even Dave Meltzer was coming out today saying, if you want to know when the best time for wrestling is in WWE, it's now.
Yeah, it is. And I've been on that bandwagon since, I don't know, 2011? Was that the pipe bomb?
You will know
CM
better
Punk's,
than I.
I think I'm almost positive that was it was 2011, leading into Money in the Bank, and ever since then, it wasn't immediate, but the change was palpable.
Yeah.
Starting then, but 2016 has proven to be, it is a great time to be a wrestling fan.
Yeah.
And it's only going to get better in 2017. We're going to get exposed to the WWE is furthering the polish on everything they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we're getting exposed to talents outside of their brand to be able to, like a New Japan, like things that are happening over in Britain.
Yeah, they're being able to capitalize off of other successes around the world that aren't specifically theirs.
Yeah.
And every once in a while, they just raid and take the talent.
Yeah.
Good for them.
You know what? Yeah. So we talked a lot about people who like Enzo Cass had a huge debut the night after Mania.
Uh-huh.
We didn't really talk about much of the matches. What was your favorite match of 2016?
Favorite match of 2016? This one that just happened with AJ Styles and Ellsworth. Fantastic.
You know what?
That's the way it should be.
Exactly. It's exactly how it should have gone.
No signature maneuvers, no nothing, and just
thorough beating.
A couple stiff-looking shots in there.
Quick.
And good for Ellsworth. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Just gets hit.
Yeah.
Just gets hit.
Yep. And then it's over. What was it, like all of 2 minutes?
With a little, not even.
Yeah.
The outside beating included, it might have been about 2 minutes. That's good, and it gave a chance for AJ to look amazingly strong with, he's still nursing that ankle a little bit that he rolled, and
yep.
Buy a little time, look dominant, show your face, run the place, champ camp, I don't know, some rhyme stuff. Everything AJ Styles has done.
He has had the best first year possibly ever.
Which stinks for a guy like Kevin Owens, who's having an amazing time as well, but I feel like he's just completely overshadowed by what AJ's doing.
And everything again, the poor guy, like he's getting outshined by the women.
Yes.
And he is doing some outstanding work.
You want me to get you a little graphic up there? Is this what you want? Is it time for that?
Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. Slap his head. Be careful. You're going to get conditioner on your hand, though.
Oh, no.
That's Owens in the corner to Jericho.
Uh-huh.
They were in a tag match. Jericho starts slapping Roman's head.
Uh-huh.
And goes, yeah, slap his head.
First of all, that right there. Yeah. Slap his head. The fact that you're commenting on it. He's masterful at that, just garbage talk.
Yeah.
People like to go back to the... do you ever hear the Stone Cold podcast with him on it?
Yes.
This was...
Pre-WWE, right?
Yeah, and it was a very, very different Steen at the time.
Yeah.
He's very humble and very... And the advice that Austin kept giving him was, hey, man, once you start talking, you never shut up.
Yeah.
Just keeps... And you know what? He has not shut up, and it's done well by him. There you go. See? Look at that.
Yeah.
There's your graphic.
Makes me feel good.
All right. It's gone now.
Playing with stuff.
You write some new... you write something else on there. I'm going to go back to actual people now. There we go.
Oh, beautiful. Yeah. Slap his head.
Be careful. You're going to get conditioned on your hand, though. Stupid.
But I don't feel like it's the same as Wyatt, where like he's in danger of losing legitimacy because Wyatt they've had him talk his way out of trouble.
Yeah, they let Wyatt be the almost like he's the entry level boss guy,
Yeah.
You want to get he's serious. He's in a feud with Wyatt. and Wyatt eventually loses.
Yeah.
And then it kind of goes away. But it's not that big of a deal, though, because he'll be okay. It's like, dude, no.
And he
move on.
will. And I'm still going to love him because he can talk. He can, I get it, but I just want to see him get his. But Owens, on the other hand, Owens is the Universal Champion.
Yeah.
The longest
Reigning of all time.
of all time.
No one's even close.
Not even close. Was Balor got like a day?
If that.
Yeah.
So stupid. I'm glad that they've let him run with that a little bit. But
yeah.
I worry that it's like, man, it just feels like just a slight mishandling of him with the title. Almost as if it's not as important as it needs to be. Now, I don't know if that's just because it hasn't been tossed around a little bit. Because it's weird. You're watching the same show do the exact opposite thing with the women's title.
Yeah.
Where people are like, "Oh God!" And apparently, they for the network they cut the remark about it. But you see, Sasha and Charlotte passed the women's title back and forth a little bit, maybe to pad numbers a little bit, and then you get that worry of, "Oh, is it going to delegitimize the title?" And it's like, no, I think they played it just right. They've learned how to run that balance of making it so that Charlotte being the 4-time champion isn't that big of a, or is a fairly monumental thing.
Yeah.
And you've got Big E making the comments that, a couple months.
She'll be at 16. Yeah.
But, and that got struck from any sort of network playback thing. It's like, oh, come on. But with the Universal title, Owens has been the only real holder of it.
Yeah.
So it's...
There's been no heated contention for it.
Yeah, the credible threat. The oh my God, he's just barely holding on to it, and
Because Rollins was never going to win it. Rollins was the placeholder until Rollins was feuding with Owens till Triple H, essentially.
yeah, bide the time so we can start telling that story.
Right. And then
That's good, and that's good positioning for both of them. But
I don't understand.
it wasn't going to go anywhere.
Yeah, I don't understand. Reigns is another placeholder.
Yeah,
I don't know what place he's holding.
Right.
I don't know if are we waiting for Balor to come back from injury and we're getting Owens and Balor. Is Reigns going to win the championship at the Rumble?
God, man,
I read a rumor today, and I never like to buy into these,
right?
but it scared me for a second because they're handling Strowman so well.
Oh boy,
The rumor I read is that Reigns wins the title at the Rumble, which, by the way, I thought we were done with Reigns Owens. No, we're getting one more match at the Rumble
boo.
with Jericho in a shark cage. So he can't interfere.
saw that moment. They're
Yeah.
raising the cage.
Yeah.
They're holding on, and then Owens is trying to leap.
Away!
Can't find the key. He's lost the key.
Oh, my God.
But the rumor. What's the rumor?
That Strowman's going to win the Rumble.
Oh God!
And we're getting Strowman versus Reigns.
At WrestleMania?
Yeah. I mean, if that happens, I don't buy that at all. I really don't. I hate giving credence to it. But they're high on Strowman, clearly.
Which is fine, but let him do a Goldberg type run. Give him a year of just beating everybody, showing up and hurting people and leaving.
Can you think of anything worse to happen to Roman though?
You think they're still punishing him?
Like bad
Here's
things
the
continue
title.
to happen.
Just let him go play for a little while.
Let him run with this U.S. Championship. Let him start defending this U.S. Championship.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. Because
It's
it feels
cold.
it feels just like the Shield days when Ambrose had the U.S. title. And it's like, oh, does he?
Are they trying?
Cool.
Are they trying to put some numbers behind it underneath his reign? Is that what they're trying to do?
I don't think the days mean as much as the fervent defense or the notable feud.
Well, again, that's what was so great about Cena's. He was defending it every week.
Yes, and it was great.
And then when it was completely deflating, but it was a big deal when he lost to Del Rio.
And you know what? It's been great watching The Miz carry the Intercontinental title.
Yeah. Yeah, agreed. But it's completely cold in Reigns' hands, and it shouldn't be because Reigns is good. He's capable of having some great feuds.
Yeah, but if he's looking, I want that Universal title.
Still,
You've just made the U.S. title look like garbage.
now to have it the one-off at Roadblock, cool.
Yeah, very. Champion versus champion, cool.
And old school, technically speaking, the Intercontinental and U.S. champions were the number one contenders.
Right.
So, okay, I'm willing to buy that. I'm willing to set it aside for a second. But my biggest problem is there's nobody even looking at Reigns for that U.S. championship right now at all.
Now that's a place I wouldn't mind seeing Reigns and Strowman.
For the U.S. title instead?
Yeah. Have Strowman just take the U.S. title and run with it for a little while. If it's not going to do anything, why don't let it be on a monster?
I mean, you want to talk about, like, chalking up a huge, lengthy reign.
Yeah.
Just let him just lay waste. Continue to lay waste to everybody. And then maybe you bring Sami Zayn back around. Although I don't know. Well,
I don't know. It's weird, and it's only Raw that has that feeling of okay.
Well, it feels like Raw since the brand split. Again, I feel like the brand split's been huge for 2016.
Yeah,
we're getting to see a lot of guys that we never would have. But Raw feels like it's business as usual. Like there hasn't been much change to Raw other than some of the players.
And that's the thing. It's not bad.
No, it's fine.
But we're getting such a fresh, vibrant, cohesive storyline. And I remember the name, Ryan Ward.
Yes.
The writer from NXT that came up to become like the head writer on SmackDown. Ryan Ward. He deserves all the credit in the world. I mean, of course, the superstars do as well.
Yes.
But Ryan Ward. 3 times. Stuck in the head forever now.
You were so scared you were going to forget.
Bill Pullman. No, damn it. He was the star of Independence Day.
Uh-huh.
And Spaceballs.
Okay.
I forgot Ryan Ward's name already. Terrible.
Bummer. SmackDown is far and away the better program.
Storytelling and action-wise,
Yeah.
it is. And it's,
Raw's delivering on the pay-per-views, and Raw's having like the marquee, women's division matches, and they're taking the chances there. But the program isn't as good.
You know who I think the key player is, that if it was somebody else, it would drastically change how Raw is perceived. And I feel really, really bad saying it. Mick Foley.
Really?
I like the idea of the face-ish authoritarian GM figure, but I don't think Foley's it.
Huh.
And it bothers me a little bit. Now Foley playing with Owens and Jericho, it works.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fine with this. But just something about him feels a little off and odd. The same thing, like an older Roddy Piper always felt like it was like, it doesn't quite fit, and something feels weird. And I almost feel like I don't know who I would put in that role instead. But I feel like Foley might be the weak link of it. He might be the linchpin of the whole thing. He's got the potential to be the person to tie these storylines together,
Right.
to give him the boost it needs to. And I don't know, man. Maybe Stephanie takes a little bit more of a lead role in it.
Well, I was going to say technically I agree with you because I feel like
I feel bad saying it.
I feel like we see Foley too much.
Yes.
I think that's what works about D-Bry is we get him every week, but we don't always get him at an in-ring capacity. We don't always get the music. We don't always get him coming out to talk on a microphone.
And when he comes out, it's making a drastic change on something.
Yeah.
Setting things on a path, moving things forward. When Foley comes out, it feels like, cool, let's fill up a segment.
Yeah.
And that's what gives it that stagnation. That's why it doesn't feel like it's going anywhere.
That's why it feels like Monday Night Raw still.
And I feel bad saying that because it may just be like a writing thing.
Yeah.
Or,
it putting the show together thing because
you can't lean on that. If you want to not lean on an external factor as much as you can. If your feud is between two dudes, try to keep it between those two dudes as much as possible. The more extraneous factors you add to it that are completely unrelated to it. Now, when I see the Cass and Rusev thing, they're building that. Enzo and Lana are key players, and that's fine. But if they were to throw Foley into that, it'd be like, why? Let this develop on its own. Let these characters flush it out.
What about Jinder Mahal?
Don't hinder Jinder. What about Jinder Mahal?
Oh, that probably got left off of Hulu, didn't it?
Probably what happened.
So last week, Enzo had to go to sensitivity trading.
Of course, because he walked around with his dick out.
Yeah.
That'll get you sent every time.
Bo
I've been
Dallas
saying that for years.
and Jinder Mahal were in the sensitivity class with him.
Oh, jeez.
overall, not great segments, but it ends up with Rusev and Lana coming in, Rusev laying waste,
Of course.
and a
Happy birthday.
back and forth between Enzo and Jinder through the course of the segments,
Right?
and then Rusev and Jinder beating up Enzo at the end.
Oh, man. Not another horrible foreign heel stable. That would make me so sad. And make up stuff that Bo Dallas is from Peru. No, he's not. And Jinder looking strong? Looking like maybe a stepping stone for Enzo? Something to play with?
That maybe, possibly.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Let Enzo come out looking strong on something.
Yeah, I think we might have a one-on-one there.
And then you could still keep the Cass and Rusev thing.
Yeah,
It's beautiful, beautiful ending with that little showdown. The count out, the Rusev crush taking the count out victory. Oh, beautiful.
yeah.
You dirty man.
Let's see. I don't know. I enjoyed Foley's work with Zayn.
Yes.
I feel like that elevated.
And again, that's why I feel bad about it.
But the problem is you had Foley in between, firmly in the Jericho Owens storyline as well. So now you have too much Foley already.
Exactly. And then he can't pop in elsewhere
Yeah,
without looking like, God, he's all over the whole show.
yeah.
And he doesn't have the. And then he's still coming out and playing with the damn the women's roster as well. You know, it's like, come on, man, back up. You gotta let. It's not his fault. It's not his fault.
Somebody's saying, Mick, grab a mic and go out there.
I guess. Like, they need a little bit of extra boost. Let's give it some legitimacy by sending the GM out there. No.
No.
Let them either fly or fail on their own.
The women have enough fire to. They don't need Ric Flair. They don't need Mick Foley.
Exactly.
They can get there on their own.
Charlotte has learned to carry that on her own.
Oh yeah.
She's manipulating crowds, and Sasha is just willing to do anything to do it. I feel again
Like getting laid out by Nia Jax.
and this is I love Nia Jax. God damn it, she's beautiful. I feel bad saying this. I'm gonna ask it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna make a statement, though I've already biased the question by saying it. Do you feel Bailey's connecting, or do you feel like there's a little bit of
I think she is. I don't think it's as massive as they were hoping.
Yeah, she's
But
supposed to be the golden child, the amazing one, and you know what? No, that's Becky. Becky's the over happy nice one,
Yeah.
and Bailey's just kind of like, oh, happy to be here, and it's like, don't just be happy to be here. Come and do some stuff, man. Come on.
Yeah. Well, I mean, on Raw this last week, she had the match with Charlotte, and she won. And again, I feel like it depends on the crowd.
Yeah.
Depends on where they are. But that can't always be a thing. At some point, it's got to be every crowd.
You got to sign Izzy, bring her to all those shows.
But because, I mean, if you go to the quote-unquote smarter towns,
Uh-huh.
You're getting the, hey, we want some Bayley chants. And, people that are familiar with her from NXT. But again...
But then you get into the issue of the crowd taking over and it being about the crowd being the crowd
Yep.
instead of Bailey connecting and getting over on her own.
Yep.
And it's one of those things you can't identify what's going right when it's going right, but when something feels off, it's like, oh... and again, you won't be able to identify specifically what it is, but you definitely know that something's off. It feels just a little off. It's the same thing with Zayn. I feel Zayn should have connected, and
Yeah.
it just hasn't.
Yep.
But it's coming around. I have hope, but I hope they, in the olden days of a more bloated, full-on roster, this is the kind of thing that puts you on the bubble and gets you gone.
Yeah.
But this puts you in a holding pattern until they have somewhere to put you.
Something solid.
Yeah. So I still have faith that there's plenty of room for them to play. Because these I still have faith that there's going to be something to do with them. But man, it's frustrating because those are like two of my favorites.
Yeah.
Two of my favorites right now are just on a bubble. Makes me say it.
What do you think, just to kind of go back to Owens,
Yeah.
what do you think it's going to take to, elevate him? Like, he's got... do they
He's
have
got everything.
Do they have anybody? Do they have any? Because the feud with Cena was amazing, and it was top of the card matches, top of the card acknowledgement. Do they have a name they can put him in there with that's gonna really just elevate?
I want to see just a bit more brutality. And that sounds terrible coming after like Hell in the Cell went down this year.
Yeah,
But even that one felt more executed rather than brutal.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the style, swagger, and the carry himself of a brawling monster. But he feels so technically clean. I almost wish he could dirty him up a little bit. Now, who would be a good fit for that? Man, I don't know. You can't say Sami Zayn.
no,
You can't say Sami Zayn for a long time yet.
no, and I mean, even though that would be a great match.
You got the aggression in those matches from
But-
both of them.
Yeah, but that's not main event yet.
No.
Neither of them are there. Like, technically, Owens is because of the championship,
Right.
and his performance, he's great, but he doesn't feel.
Doesn't
That
feel
way
that
yet.
main event, and that
Yeah.
makes me say it. So I don't know, man.
Brock. I mean, after this whole Survivor Series fiasco, I can't see him, working Owens. Owens is gonna, if anything, drive more heel.
Yeah.
Goldberg.
No. So, oh yeah, he got news with that. That's not really it. F it, we can throw some tidbits around elsewhere. Goldberg signed on for 13 more appearances, including 3 matches.
Ooh,
That's going to be the Rumble,
Right.
an eventual Brock match, which is looking to be WrestleMania,
Probably.
and then a third. It's gonna be Kofi over in Kyoto. I don't know why they let him hurt people over there.
who the hell?
Who's next, and then why? Really?
Big E? I don't know what we're doing.
You know what? That brings out an interesting thing here. With the New Day, with the title off of them now, it gives them the opportunity to do a little more
to
single
play
stuff.
some single stuff.
I would love to see, like, I'd love to see. God, I want to call him Austin Creed now. I would love to see Xavier Woods move into a U.S. title hunt.
Yeah.
Woods versus Reigns. That seems like an odd mix-up, but you know what? Every single time he's in the ring, because the duo you get used to seeing most of with New Day was Big E and Kofi.
Right. Most of the time.
Now, I'm not saying split them up. Never.
You don't
split
have
them
to.
up. No, but I'd love to see Woods move into the that, and then Big E in the Universal hunt. Jesus,
No, not Jesus. Big E.
not Big J.
No, I don't think he wants that title.
Okay,
He's past that.
Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett never feels he's past the title. He'll take them all.
You
It's
will.
fine.
I
Sorry.
don't know. I just don't see that opponent. Balor had that appeal. Balor could have been that, and maybe he still is.
I think
when he
Balor
comes
would have.
back.
I think Balor would have suffered the same feel that Owens has right now, which is the what is this title? What is this thing? What are we doing with this? Come on, guys. I feel like the women's title is overshadowed now, and the tag team title feels like it's overshadowing
Yeah.
the Universal. Granted, the U.S. is down, but I feel like we're getting a little more story-driven stuff. I feel like I care more about the Cruiserweight title right now than I do the Universal title. And that's terrible.
Yeah.
That's not bad. It's just the way it is at the moment. I'd love to see, you know what? I'd love to see almost go with the open challenge on the Universal title and have Owens just destroy some people. Hey, Mojo, what you doing? Come on over here for a minute.
Let me beat you up.
What the hell is Mojo doing here?
Yeah.
He doesn't even know what show he's on anymore. I get it. You're hype. Cool.
Bro.
Package pile driver.
And I mean, it could be a way to cycle in some NXT guys, get them some exposure, let them have a good 5-6 minutes with the champ.
Because you've got how long before the Rumble now? You got a nice long time. This is the first good pause in
Just over a month.
Yeah, it's a good time to do some stuff.
Will they?
No. And then of course that back burner we can go to it, break glass in case of feudlessness, Jericho and Owens.
Yeah.
But yeah, like
I
you said,
don't-
we're not going to get that before the Rumble now because they've already started the story towards it.
Yeah. Now, I think that's a good match waiting to happen. I think people are buying both of them. I think they're a hot item. They're a hot
Heyo.
act. They're a hot act. But is that going to elevate Owens? Again, I love
Not
Jericho.
yet.
I think Jericho's doing great work.
But if it ends up being where Owens is holding the title going into Mania, and they get Owens versus Jericho, could be built up into being something very massive. I think. Now, granted, it's grasping at straws. This is, like I said, this is the in case of emergency break glass. But I still remember back to the like Jericho Punk feud,
I was thinking the same thing.
and it's like
Should have been bigger.
but he was throwing some just giant heat bombs, man.
Yeah.
With the it'll go to your head and just smashing the bottle.
Yeah.
It's capable of some horrid things, and
Yeah.
I don't know, and it's weird because again, I've said this before. I like not knowing sometimes, but this is the only time I can think of that not knowing has me worried a little bit.
Well, it's nice. I guess, and this is the difference in the shows.
Right.
I don't know what SmackDown's doing, and I'm not worried in the least.
I'm not worried, but I got a feeling.
Yeah. With Raw,
You have no idea.
I have no idea, but man, I kind of would like to see. I'd kind of like to see what they're seeing at least.
Bring over Ryan Ward for a minute. Let him look at the script some.
How many times are you going to jam his name in tonight?
3 more. Ryan Ward. The other 2 are later. But,
Good.
So I guess that begs the question. We got Rumble coming up, and Rumble's like the
The official road to WrestleMania.
good thing we're past all these roadblocks and the ends of lines and stuff.
I imagine that Roadblock is officially going to be the new December pay-per-view for Raw. Then.
It's fine.
Oh yeah, totally. I guess we don't have 2 of them next year.
Yeah, we don't
I
have
hope.
Roadblock again. Other
Oh,
roadblock.
no.
It's just fine. And I like the fact that SmackDown's doing this half-ass little like not pay-per-view but like big show, the wild card thing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Very brilliant move. It's like, we're not going to kill you with pay-per-views, but you know what we're going to give you? Good match quality.
We got
Welcome to SmackDown.
the return of Cena. We've got Becky versus Alexa for the championship. Which, by the way, Alexa has a shirt now.
Little Miss Bliss?
Yeah, good for her.
Good for her.
Good for her. She's doing great. I'm so excited for her.
It's one of those things I can't understand why you have anybody on the main roster with any sort of I'm not saying cafe press and print on demand type stuff here, but if you're on the main roster, get him a shirt. Get a shirt.
Get a shirt.
And it looks good. It looks good for her too.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. 3-way for the the WWE Championship.
Oh yeah.
It's AJ versus Ziggler versus Corbin.
Yeah. I was very surprised to see this little bit of elevation for Corbin, but you know what?
Yeah.
Good for him.
Now,
Get your name in the picture a little bit, because you say Ziggler here lately, and it's like, again, Jesus. But you say Ziggler and Corbin. Wow. Okay, this is gonna be weird. I like it.
I was excited to see AJ and Ziggler.
Uh-huh.
I'm not gonna lie, but I'm also. It's awesome to see that, because even on Talking Smack, Corbin came on and he's like, what's the deal here? Like, it's about time
Uh-huh.
that you saw something in me and you're putting me where this is where I belonged all along. And again, Talking Smack has been an amazing vehicle for Corbin. So yeah, he belongs. He's made himself belong there.
His pants are awful.
Those pants are terrible, and
Sorry.
he's got a weird like smiley face in his belly.
Dude was a football lineman.
Yeah,
You can't just lose weight and find abs.
yeah.
You get any tackle or nose guard and say, "Hey, get some abs," and they're like, "No, man. Sorry, dude. I'll be big."
But I'm wondering if after this, AJ moves on to somebody else, and we've got Ziggler and Corbin again. But this time, it could be done right.
Yeah.
Because it was weird before, pre-brand split.
Ziggler has become the entry-level boss. Boss of level 1. That's fine.
It's probably all
it's
these.
a good place to be.
Yeah, it's probably. Unfortunately, it may be all he ever gets.
Hey, that's fine.
It might just be too late.
It's work. You look good. No, I think they'll have something big for him. Not soon, but something's coming.
Has to, right?
Something's definitely coming for him. He's working too good for too long and being too steady. You see what the Miz is doing. Miz is taking what was just a little bit of an opportunity and making the most of it. Next time Ziggler gets that thing, he's going to step up and do it too.
What do we have? Is it Miz and Ambrose for the Intercontinental?
Yeah, that seems to be what they've been building up. But
I feel like there's a title match next week. Or tomorrow, rather. What is it called? Wild Card?
Uh-huh.
SmackDown. See if we got anything. Oops. Help if I spelled it right.
They help if you smell it too.
Yeah. I smell booze. Do you smell booze? It's weird.
Smell what you want to smell, man.
All right. Let's see.
It's just the rotting. It's terrible. Oh, I would never besmirch the glory of the Studio Clubhouse.
Let's see. We already did that. What is all this?
Sorry, this is what I'm supposed to be filling.
Oh, yeah, the four-way. Because Ryder got injured.
Uh-huh.
And the Hype Bros were supposed to be the number one contenders.
Right.
But they got hurt, so now we're having a four-way elimination match for the tag championships. The Wyatt family defending against the Usos, American Alpha, and Slater and Rhino. So
you could breathe life back into Slater and Rhino, which would be decent. Or this could be the time for... Because American Alpha's just been kind of like, hey, we're here. It's cool.
Yeah, this could be their breakout.
Could be. But if this is their breakout time, they've got to go over and take the titles. And I don't want them to do that yet. Especially if it's taking it off the Wyatts.
Right. I don't see that happening.
Only if there's some sort of effery. But whatever.
And I guess official match preview. I don't see anything about the Intercontinental Championship. Oh yeah, apparently on Raw tonight. Of course, I think they're in Chicago. I know SmackDown is.
I'd imagine a special appearance by the CM Punk chant.
Yes. And have you seen Stephanie's response? She said, if you guys can keep that up for about 2 minutes and 15 seconds, you'll last longer than he did.
God damn, dude.
It's beautiful.
The man took a beating. Leave him alone.
Well, they're being assholes. He may not deserve it, but those people did.
You brought this on him.
Yeah.
You did this to him. I didn't want to do this to him.
Because if it was up to us, we would just ignore his existence.
You know who I bet wrote that line? Ryan Ward. You got one more. One more to go. And, the question becomes now.
Mm-hmm.
You want to do a little, not necessarily fantasy booking, but
down the line?
Where do you see things? Because you got Rumble coming up, changes things, and then begins the kickoff, the grand storytelling to get you to WrestleMania. You want to start painting me towards some WrestleMania stuff?
I said this a couple months ago, and I still feel this way.
Tell me.
John Cena versus The Undertaker for the for the WWE Championship.
It seems to be the thing, man. Because what we get bleeding into that is the Phenom versus the Phenomenal One. And AJ can carry and make The Undertaker look amazing at this age. And The Undertaker still be able to go. And then you got the story of Cena coming back and trying to get his 16th title reign.
Yeah.
Tie that all-time versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Amazing story. And
main event caliber.
And it frees AJ up to go do some other things.
Yeah. And again, main event caliber. That's a big, big draw.
And then I want to see AJ take it back immediately. Because he deserves it. Because it's amazing.
And it also frees up the Royal Rumble to go to a Raw. Because I don't see anybody on the horizon for Owens. Or for their championship, I should
that's
say.
In my head. I was just the gears shifted and clicked a little bit. I think that's where we get the Universal contender, and I think that's where we either get Nakamura or Joe, and I think they elevate him right into that.
I think it'd be a smart play.
It would be very smart. Or Ty Dillinger.
Ty Dillinger's not winning.
I know he's not winning. I know. I'm sorry.
He might appear there. I'd be okay with it because
He deserves it, man.
Yeah.
He's put a lot of years into that company.
there's a lot of back and forth on Twitter a couple weeks ago between him and The Miz.
Oh.
Yeah. Talking about the Intercontinental Championship. And you know what? I mean, if
Ryder can hold it, sure.
if we're still
Sorry. If Ryder can win it at WrestleMania.
if we're still not getting Debray, I think Dillinger's an acceptable replacement.
His ears are adorable. Never said that about another man before.
Okay.
Not gonna say it again.
I'm gonna just gloss past it.
Thank you.
As best as I can.
It's late.
So we have the one match there. I like Nakamura versus Owens. And I
Yeah.
think that's a huge baby face that gives, firstly, it elevates the title,
And it makes
elevates Owens.
makes Owens into a point where he's gonna snuff out this this rocket shooting towards the sky.
Yeah. And I think it's completely believable.
Yeah.
I don't think it's unbelievable.
It gives purpose to your Rumble match too.
Yeah. I'll take it. I will take, and if that's a main event, that puts Owens in that stratosphere that he's been dying to break into.
And you're not going to be a second on the card. You're not going to be a come down match.
You may not be the main, especially if Taker
No,
versus
God, no.
Cena, but you're a main for sure. And it's
Rock versus Rowan too. I'm looking forward to it.
you're going to be one of the last matches of the night for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Other title pictures. I still want Reigns Jericho.
It's good. Because
For the US.
last I heard, and this was a while back, that Jericho's planning on be there through April, and then probably going to be back out on tour with Fozzy. So
Waka waka.
this could be a good send off for him to be that guy that lays down, but puts Reigns over and makes it look amazing.
If he can continue to earning the booze, maybe Reigns actually gets cheered for once.
Maybe I have to work really hard to do that.
Yeah.
But if anybody can do it, going from the kind of lovable jackass heel to I really hate this guy and want to see him get hurt,
It's him.
this is the guy to do it.
The way he's working right now for sure.
Yep.
Let's see.
You're gonna
Intercontinental.
Okay, Intercontinental.
Ms. Bryan is the one I want,
Yeah.
but they've backed off way off of it.
Well, they're gonna have to.
I
Sorry.
think they had to because I think a lot of people were getting to that point like me where it's like,
Hey, do it.
you better do it.
Do it.
So I guess like if they'd rather play the storyline of Daniel Bryan's just going to keep putting people in Miz's way, give me Dillinger.
Yeah.
Pull him on up and give him that big win. He's suddenly, Miz has a lengthy reign at that point, and now it means something because it's at WrestleMania. You've got a big win for your new face of the or new face on SmackDown. I think that's big.
God, and Dillinger would be a good utility in that. Somebody to be under Ziggler a little bit,
Yeah,
but still be a name. And you got to think, Intercontinental title has always been a weird place at WrestleMania. At least the last.
it's been the
long
ladder
time.
matches for like the
It's
last
been the ladder
three.
matches. It's been the multi-man match. It's been the wild card. It's been the anybody at any time type deal. So we could end up seeing that if Brian puts a couple of weird things in his way and Miz keeps triumphing, even if it's by nefarious means. And then it's like, oh yeah, here's 7 dudes and a ladder. Show me what you got.
I hope they don't do that.
Yeah, but
There's one match that I hope they do that with.
what's that?
The Cruisers.
Oh,
I want the Cruisers.
just want to see 23-year-old tiny men get hurt.
Well, no,
Tiny, they would destroy me.
I think that's. I'm so worried about 205 Live in the Cruiserweight division because I guess if they have the same expectations out of 205 Live that they do out of Superstars, we don't have an issue.
Okay. Yeah.
But
If you're
watching
looking for it to be a marquee show, you're not getting that yet.
right,
Though they're doing the right thing with injecting personality into it.
totally.
A great place for Austin Aries to make things look more important than they've been. And the same thing with Neville. Jesus,
Injecting
heel
Neville-
ass Neville.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Injecting Neville's going to be, that's going to be key.
No, I think he's all natural. He's not injecting.
I need to watch. I still need to watch last week's 205 Live. I haven't watched it yet, but I mean, it's in front of those huge SmackDown crowds,
Right.
and they're just not conditioned for that. I mean, you had those huge responses at the CWC, but that was in front of basically an NXT crowd,
Right.
A quote unquote smart crowd. I hate calling them that because oftentimes it feels like anything but it's a crowd who appreciates that, and I don't think the mainstream crowds have been conditioned to that yet. I think it may be a while. And again, if what they're expecting, because they pulled Superstars off, and we get 205 weekly now.
Right.
If Superstars is what we're aiming for, then we're fine, and we've got a while.
Right.
Otherwise, it could be pretty worrisome.
Yeah. Oh no! I mean, it's yeah.
2016 had that too.
have the hope for the cruiserweight.
You had the CWC, you had 205 Live all come up in 2016.
Right.
I'd like to see it culminate. Do you think Swan retains, or do you think Neville's champion by then? By Mania.
By Mania, I think they'll let Neville run with it. I think Neville takes it and runs with it.
Do you think?
I don't think he takes it soon. I think he has to work for it a little bit, but then he takes it and he holds it with an iron grasp.
Do you think? Do you think they go multi-man, or do you think it's one-on-one?
It's becoming a WrestleMania a trope now. It's like the lesser. I hate to say lesser titles, but yeah, there's gonna be a multi-man in there somewhere, and a large multi-man, a 7 to 8 player.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like, hey, there's 16 of you.
Oh God,
get in the ring. No, that'd be terrible.
See, but that's why I hope it's the cruiserweights, because I want that one-on-one for U.S. and Intercontinental, because the Intercontinental deserves it, man.
Yes.
The Miz is doing some great work.
Yeah.
I don't think it's fair that
It's elevated enough that it doesn't need the gimmick to get it over.
right, and the cruiserweight it's not there yet.
It can use the gimmick to get it over.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm up for the multi-man being the cruiserweight. Those kind of matches lend themselves to multi-man.
And again, I hope none of these are on the pre-show.
Yeah.
I hate it when seeing a title defense, especially a big crazy one.
Kalisto and Ryback last year.
Terrible thing to put on a pre-show.
Yeah, but it's their own fault. They that title was dead on Kalisto
Yeah.
because the swap back and forth with Del Rio. That was not fun. Let's see. So we've
still got
Women,
tag
both
teams
women's,
and
both tag
women's
teams.
to go through.
Does Alexa Bliss hold until then?
Huh? Yeah, I think it would be smart to do so, but I mean, who else do they have to get her to go up against?
Naomi?
Oh,
She
I
hasn't
think
been
that'd
around?
be great.
I agree.
God, that's some fresh matchup stuff.
Yeah.
I would really
Lay waste.
forget Ryan Ward. All praise and glory to Sarah Del Rey for
Oh yes.
just making this beat. It's if the women's wrestling was its own show, I'd be far more compelled to watch it than the 205 Live.
Yeah.
But, well, I mean, I guess Matt's watching it without the wrestling. I find them to be fierce and fantastic competitors.
Yeah, they're telling great stories. The only other face is Nikki, right?
Nah, I don't want that yet.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And you know what? She's
being
to a
Cena
point
right
where
now.
she doesn't need it, and that's beautiful.
Yes.
The fact that she can have a storyline and not have a belt. The fact that there can be women's storylines without a belt involved,
Yes.
and still not have a huge division. Beautiful.
They need that.
I hope Carmella isn't a goddamn lackey to Ellsworth.
That was weird.
It was weird.
I don't know what they're doing there.
I don't know. I hope he's just hurt.
I'm confused by that.
Did like to see him go, ow, ow. That made me happy. Don't console him. Hit him.
Yeah. Let's see. So I want Naomi versus Alexa. I think by then Becky's working with somebody else.
Yeah, I was about to say that's where you get a pre-show match out of Becky and somebody else having a little bit of a grudge.
Maybe Becky and Carmella, because Carmella's free.
Maybe.
Nikki and Natalya are just starting to get to their feud.
God, now you're talking about having 3 storylines. Beautiful.
Yeah. Let's see. And on Raw, you've got Charlotte with the championship, and she's about to launch into a feud with Bayley.
Yeah.
I don't know if that has the legs to get to Mania, unless you infuse somebody else into it as well.
They're going to have to do some work. They're going to do some work to get there if they're going to keep it going that long. Like I said, I don't know what it is, but the Bayley's just, she's like a wet wick right now. It's just not catching.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean it won't. Doesn't mean it can't.
It took a while for her to catch on NXT too.
Uh-huh.
But again, you had that smaller crowd. This is a much bigger crowd. I think people dig her. I don't think people hate her. I think it's just it needs some more time.
It doesn't feel big matchy yet. It doesn't feel like it's on a big stage. It feels like she's still working on a small stage.
She showed up at Battleground, but she wasn't pulled up to the roster until SummerSlam. After SummerSlam?
Don't know.
I don't remember. It was after the draft.
Right.
When she officially became a
The
member.
hottest free agent.
So she's only been, around for a couple months.
Uh-huh.
So she's got time.
I'd love to see her do something else before she goes into that, though.
But you already don't have much for Charlotte.
Exactly.
Ronda Rousey?
Oof. Nah, I don't like.
I guess is the play to continue the pay-per-view streak of Charlotte just
They played it up here after that last one, didn't they?
yeah.
But they might. I mean, it might be like New Day. Once you hit that mark, you're done. She had a full year of successful defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then you can let it go.
They've got work to get
Is
to
it-
Charlotte and Bayley.
Too soon to bring Asuka up.
God.
She enters the Royal Rumble.
She could win that.
She just picks Kofi up and throws him to the floor. Ain't no tricks this year. Thump.
I mean, you know what?
And when I say thump, I mean she has old junkyard dogs.
I got to be honest. I feel like
Pants on.
they might have. It looks like she's going to go into a multi-woman match because I think that's the only way they can
That's
get the
only way
title
they
off
can take
her.
it off of her.
And she might just go up to the main roster after that. She's
Oh, you know what? And you also have another wild card, Mickey James.
yeah.
She's been offered the full-time deal. She's gone through all the testing and stuff, and she's seasoned. And she was that weird transition from, not that Trish and Lita were good,
Yeah.
but Mickey James was something special. She was something different.
Yeah.
And I think she bridged that gap between good and great. And I think she has the potential to be great and make a lot of other people look really, really great. So maybe that
Maybe.
Charlotte, Mickey James,
It'd be interesting.
that would be great. I'd love that.
And then
I'd love that. Sorry.
we also have Goldberg and Lesnar's almost
I don't give a
guarantee it.
shit.
I don't either.
I hope it goes down exactly the same way. Maybe not quite goes long. 40 seconds. Just an eye poke and then a kick in the dick for disqualification.
We're coming up on it. Like, where do you see the tag team? Are Cesaro and Sheamus still champs heading in?
They get more and more cohesive and better every week as a team. So, man, I want to see what it does for a little while.
Them in the club?
I want to, at some point between Rumble and between Rumble and WrestleMania, the club have to have those titles. If they're going to be in the picture, they have to have those titles. Now, if they want to go beat the shit out of the Golden Truth for 6 months, I'm fine with that too. But win. They have to win.
Yeah.
They can't lose anymore.
And the Wyatts.
Wyatt should hold that shit as long as they want to. Until Randy decides to smash Wyatt and then they go play.
Yeah.
But it sounds like everybody's happy with that situation at the moment. Freebird rule. Luke Harper looking good too. Luke Harper looking strong. Like, hey, you can go do some single stuff and look great.
Yeah.
And you know what he does? He looks great. Yeah. I don't get that, but I love it. I don't give
Me
it
too.
Oh!
We are there.
Hey, I got a tidbit for you.
Yeah?
Ryan Ward is great.
There it is.
There it is. Oh, shit. Hey, we're hashtag WrestlePals. If you dig us, dig the platform, dig what we do. Patreon.com/Radio Free Radio. Your support allows us to keep babbling about random shit.
Next week it won't be so bad because it'll be at noon.
Still going to be just as badly, I promise you.
Oh, okay.
Promise you. Just to be a little more articulate.
Oh. Next week we'll delve into some Wrestle Kingdom too.
Heck yeah, because that'll be the day before, right?
Right.
Yeah, it'll be a special day.
Yeah, so we can dig into the card of Wrestle Kingdom.
Word up.
Looking forward to that.
Matt's going to subscribe to something. We're going to end up watching 7 hours of... They have English commentary. Oh, doesn't matter. Next week. Tune in next week, guys.
You okay?
Just gonna wait till I say it, aren't you?
Yeah.
God! I'm going to get you a visual. No, I'm not. God damn WrestlePals. Hashtag WrestlePals. Hashtag WrestlePals.
I lost my keys and my little dog is bone. So I pick him up and I'm gonna carry home. But he a mean dog, bit me in the spare rib. And I'm take him home, put him in the baby crib. Yeah, I don't know the words, AJ Styles. You know what you are? You're phenomenal. Phenomenal.